Welcome to the ISS. I have you loud but a little broken. KHS, this is NA1SS. You're coming in very hard to read. I am ready for the first question. Over. Very excited the first time I went to space. It was a dream come true of mine. But at the same time, when you first get to space, you have to let your body adapt. It takes a little time. Most astronauts, me included, feel a little bit dizzy, a little bit strange, but it only takes a few hours, sometimes a few days, until you're acclimated to space. Over. When the engines are ignited on the launch pad until you are in orbit about the Earth and weightless, it only takes 8.5 minutes. Over. Seeing the Earth from the International Space Station is one of the most incredible sights you can see. Our planet is so beautiful and so unique, and you really get a sense of what a space it is. And the same when you look out at the stars, it's also beautiful to see all the millions, if not billions of stars, but you realize how big the universe is and what a unique place Earth is in the bigger picture. Over. Natural time zone in space. It only takes us 1.5 hours to circle the Earth once, which means that we see 16 sunrises every single day. So we set our watches after Greenwich Mean Time. Over. Well, luckily I haven't experienced anything extremely dangerous. We try to make every day up here as safe as possible. It's why we have so much training. But there's always risk. Luckily, so far, everything has happened according to plan. Oh, I love space movies. One of my favorite at the moment is Interstellar. Even though it's a science fiction movie, I love it. It doesn't have to be similar to reality. Over. Medics as well, and then we have a lot of medicine on board the space station, and then we have contact with mission control in Houston, where flight surgeons are on console and can guide us and help us in case we have to treat anyone who's injured up here. Over. Spacewalking is a very big challenge because the risks are increased. You have to ensure that the spacesuit, everything is working on the spacesuit because in the end that's the only thing that's keeping you alive in the vacuum of space. And it's one of the things that we spend most time training for. Over. Me personally, I studied aerospace engineering because I think that's a fascinating subject. But if you want to become an astronaut, you can study anything within science, medicine, engineering, and you have to finish college before you can apply. And then once you apply to become an astronaut, it takes usually an extra 3 or 4 years of training before you're ready for your first flight. Over. It was a dream of mine to become an astronaut ever since I was 10 or 11 years old, and I've always thought it was the most exciting job you could have. It's about exploration. It's about understanding the unknown and venturing into the unknown, and I can't imagine anything more exciting than that. Over. My first space flight was in 2015, and I was 38 years old. Over. Well, it depends on what you mean by fully leave the Earth. It only takes 8.5 minutes to get up to the internet or to get into orbit about the Earth. Then it takes anywhere from 6 hours to 30 hours to get to the space station, and about 3 days usually to get to the moon. Over.